Hello crochet artists, it's Kat here and welcome back to another round of crochet goodness. Today's project is another take to our previous rib cups. If you haven't made these type of cups before, please feel free to do so. I do have a whole list of tutorials using these type of cups. For this, you will need a Superfine or a fingering weight yarn. If you're in the Philippines, this yarn is called polyester under the category 8-ply. We also need a 3mm crochet hook, a yarn needle, and a pair of scissors. Join this week's giveaway and grab the chance to get the PDF pattern of this top for free. If you are new to this channel, hello, my name is Kath and I do crochet tutorials. You can follow me on Instagram as well as my Facebook page at What About Yarn. And if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Begin with a slip knot and chain as many chains as you need until the length of your chain will go from the underbust to the nipple. For my size, that's 32B. I'm going to work up a total of 15 chains and add 2 chains to build up the row. When you have your chains, you're going to work up a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. To work a double crochet, you're going to yarn over and insert the hook into the 4th chain. Now grab the yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. Now repeat that same stitch into each of the chains. End of the row. I now have 15 double crochet. Now on that very last chain, we're going to add 1 double crochet. Chain 1 and add another 2 double crochet. Continue working a double crochet for each of the stitches across at the other side of your row. End of round 1, I have here 16 double crochet, a chain of 1 and 16 double crochet at the other side. Continue with round 2, starting with a chain of 3. Chain 3 here will count as 1 double crochet. Now turn your work. Now on the next stitch, we're going to work up a front post double crochet stitch. Now what that is, it's basically the same as a double crochet. The only difference is we're going to work it into the front post of the next stitch, like so. So to do a front post double crochet, you're going to yarn over and insert the hook into the post around the post of the next stitch. Now grab the yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. Now on the next stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. So this will be the pattern that you will repeat for each of the stitches. On the next stitch is a front post double crochet stitch. And on the next stitch is a double crochet stitch. Repeat this pattern until you get to the center chain 1 space. Here at the center chain 1 space, we're going to add 1 double crochet, a chain of 1, and another double crochet. All those 3 stitches into the center chain 1 space. Now working on the other side of your row, we're going to repeat the same pattern as the opposite side. So for example, the next stitch at the opposite side of my row here is a front post double crochet. So I will also work a front post double crochet on the next stitch. Yes? So front post double crochet on the next stitch and then double crochet on the next stitch. So basically you will just repeat the opposite stitches as the other side of your round. So do that until you get to the end of this round. End of round 2. Continue with a chain of 3. Chain 3 will count as 1 stitch and turn your work. Now instead of working a front post double crochet stitch, just like so, we're going to work up the same stitch, but this time we'll do it on the back side. Yes, so that stitch is called back post double crochet stitch. And to do a back post double crochet stitch, we're going to insert the hook around the post of the next stitch. Okay, so yarn over and insert the hook into the back post of the next stitch and grab the yarn and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, so yarn over and pull through 2 loops and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. Now on the next stitch, we will do a double crochet stitch. And on the next stitch again is a back post double crochet stitch. And on the next stitch is a double crochet. So this will be the pattern that you will repeat until you get to the center chain 1 space. At the center chain 1 space, we're going to work a double crochet, a chain of 1, and another double crochet. Now working on the opposite side of your work, you're going to repeat the opposite stitch. So for example, if the next stitch is a double crochet, then you will also work a double crochet on the next stitch. Continue working that until you get to the end of the round. End of round 3. Now from here we will repeat round 2 and round 3 until the tip of your cup will reach the middle of your chest. When measuring, make sure to place the middle of the cup into the nipple. For my size, which is a size small, that is a 32B, 30C, or 34A, I will work up a total of 11 rows. I just finished my cup. I have 11 rows in total, and I also have here my other cup as well. So when you make your second cup, and especially if you stopped working your last stitch at the top part of the cup, so what you're going to do is you're going to cut the yarn and fasten off, and you're going to attach the yarn into the first stitch at the lower corner of the top, and from there we're going to work our stitches upwards toward the halter strap of our work. So, but if this is your first cup, then you can just continue following the pattern as is. So since this is my second cup, I'm going to cut my yarn and I'm going to transfer it into the lower first stitch of the cup. Once the yarn is attached, we're going to chain 1. Chain 1 here does not count as a stitch. Now we're going to work 2 single crochet in each of the row across. So to do a single crochet, you're going to insert the hook into the first row. This is the first row of the cup. Insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now add another single crochet in that same row. And continue adding 2 single crochet in each of the row across. At the end of the row, you're going to continue work up as many chains as you need until the chain is long enough to wrap around your neck so that we can create the halter straps. For my size, I will do a total of 100 to 120 chains. Just make sure that the chain is long enough to create a knot. Single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and single crochet in each of the chain across. End of row. Continue with a chain of 1. Chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Turn your work and work 1 single crochet in each of the stitch. When you get to the end, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and again work a single crochet. You're going to work a row of single crochet until you have a total of 10 rows, or until the cup will perfectly fit the breast. I now have both of my cups. Now what we're going to do next is connect both of the cups together in the center. Start by joining the yarn into the lower left corner stitch of the cup. Continue by working 1 single crochet in each of the single crochet row across. When you get to the ribbed cup, we're going to work 1 single crochet until we get to the center chain 1 space. Just make sure that when placing your stitch, into the ribbed row, you're going to place the stitch in between the two stitches, just like so. Continue with this pattern until the center chain 1 space. And when you get to the center chain 1 space, you're going to take the other cup and work 1 single crochet in the center chain 1 space of the other cup. Continue working a single crochet in each of the row until you get to the last stitch of the second cup. At the end of the row, chain 3. Chain 3 here will count as 1 double crochet and turn your work. On that very same stitch, we're going to work 2 double crochet. That means we have a total of 3 stitches in 1 stitch. Now continue on the next stitch with 2 double crochet. On the next stitch, work 1 double crochet. So the pattern is 3 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Continue working that until you get to the end of the row. I just finished row 2 of the lower part. Continue with a chain of 3 and turn your work, and work 1 double crochet in each of the stitch. When you get to the end of the row, you're going to continue again and repeat this pattern, starting with a chain of 3, turn your work, and again work 1 double crochet in each stitch. Repeat that pattern 6 times or until the length of your choice. I just finished my lower part, or the ruffles. I have about 9 rows in total, that is including the single crochet row that we did to connect both cups. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the yarn and fasten off, and we're going to go back into the halter straps. Attach the yarn into the last stitch of the single crochet row of the straps and work 1 single crochet in each stitch until you get to the last stitch. When you get to the last stitch, we're going to slip stitch into the first row of the ribbed cup. Now chain 3, and chain 3 here will count as 1 double crochet. Now work 2 double crochet more in that same row. Just make sure to place your stitches in between the 2 stitches. 3 double crochet into the next row. And 3 double crochet as well into the next row. Continue working that all the way across. At the end, continue with 1 single crochet in each of the stitch. Fasten off and cut the yarn. We're now at the last part of this tutorial. Now what we're going to do is create the side straps. So attach the yarn into the last single crochet at the lower corner of your cup. And from there, we're going to work up as many chains as you need until the chain is long enough to be able to wrap behind the back side of your body. So for my size, I will do a total of 120 chains and single crochet into the second chain from the hook and single crochet in each of the chains across. When you get to the last chain, we're going to skip the first single crochet and we're going to slip stitch into the next 2 single crochet. So slip stitch and slip stitch again. Now turn your work, and from here work 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. At the end of the row, we're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and again work 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. Skip 1 stitch and slip stitch twice. You're going to keep on working that until you have a total of 5 rows or until the thickness that you prefer. You're going to repeat that and do the same thing as the other side as well to make the second strap. And finally, fasten off, cut the yarn, and weave in all of the ends. Friends, that marks the end of this tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them down below and I will do my best to answer them. Don't forget to join this week's giveaway by answering the question below. If you will make this top, please don't forget to tag me on social media at whataboutYarn. I would really appreciate that. And of course, like and subscribe and share this video to your friends. Thank you so much guys for watching, and as always, have a good day. I'll see you on the next video.